Hi there, welcome to a new episode of An Ordinary Review with PJ. Today I'm going to review a movie which is based on a true incident that happened in 1968 in the United States of America. 1968 was a tumultuous period in the history of US. That year, two prominent personalities got assassinated, Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert Kennedy. That was a year when racial segregation and racial discrimination was at its peak. Many protests, many violent incidents were happening in the country against that. And it was also a year when US was embroiled in a fierce war with Vietnam, a war that they were losing, and which had pushed the federal government to ask civilians to enroll in the military and go for the war, which the American public was not happy about. There were protests happening all over the country. There were counterculture activists who were leading those protests against the federal government to prevent the civilians from being sent to the war and getting killed. So it was a very difficult period. And this movie is actually on an incident that happens in Chicago and what happens thereafter in a trial where the 7 people are accused of inciting violence and made to stand trial. The movie is called The Trial of the Chicago 7. It is available on Netflix and it's a courtroom drama. It talks about how the 7 people who actually were activists leading the protests in Chicago in 1968 when a democratic convention was planned there, and what happens that day, who incites the violence, and how 7 of these guys get arrested and made to stand trial. It's a very interesting courtroom drama. It had a very engaging conversations that happened between the defense and the prosecution and the judge, who is shown as a biased judge who sort of has made up his mind that these 7 people are not to be let free. So he tries in his own way to influence the jury about the conversations that he has with the accused, to paint a picture that these 7 are responsible for the violence and should be sentenced. The movie has a very ensemble cast. A very good set of actors are there in this movie, starting with Eddie Redmayne, Sacha Baron Cohen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Mark Rylance, Frank Langella, and Michael Keaton in a very short role. Overall, fantastic star cast, beautiful acting by all of the actors, and a very engaging courtroom drama, which also shows the incident that happened on that day, and the footage of the actual incident in black and white. It is intermingled with the dramatization of today in the movie, and that comes out very, very nicely. You really get transported to that time to see what was really happening during that year in the United States. In terms of acting, the standout performance I would rate to Frank Langella. I think he's stood out above anybody else in the movie. He's the judge, and the way he interacts with the accused does have some funny moments to it, but at the same time you can sense that he hates these 7 people and he wants to get them sentenced. The trial also has an interesting racial mix to it. There is a black person also arrested, charged with the same incident and violence, whereas he was not present on that day for a very long period of time. He just came and gave a speech. He belongs to Black Panther Party, which is a party that has been fighting racial discrimination and also has been using sometimes violent means to do so. So the judge is in a lot of ways coming across as a racist who wants to get this black person also arrested and charged. And he does take some steps which are very uncomfortable for the public prosecutor himself in terms of how he treats the black person who is charged for the crime. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the public prosecutor. He is shown as a righteous lawyer. While he's fighting the case from the government side, you can sense his discomfort with the way judge has been running the trial and the way he has bbeen making biased observations on the people. So you can sense his discomfort, but he, obviously being the public prosecutor, has to fight on the side of the government. And Mark Rylance is the defense attorney fighting for the 7 accused. Out of the 7 accused, Eddie Redmayne and Sacha Baron Cohen stand out as the 2 people who are the activists who led the protests. And interesting background for both of them is shown in the movie. Eddie Redmayne wants to get into politics, and he's using this activist protests as a stepping stone for his political career, whereas Sacha Baron Cohen is more like a stand-up guy who uses his incidents and creates funny stories out of it to regale the people and entice them to join the protests. All in all, a very compelling watch. I would recommend for you to see the movie. As I said, it's a courtroom drama of a true incident, and I'm sure you will like it. So thank you for watching my review. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate your feedback and comments. If you like my channel, please share it with your friends and family and ask them to subscribe to my channel. I look forward to bringing more reviews to you. Keep watching whatever you're watching. Stay happy, stay healthy. Till next time, bye-bye.